you lovely computer people out there, and welcome back to another episode of Lost in the Farmer's Market, where today we're looking at this lovely specimen here with the stick of destiny and possibly a cat or two, because this is an indoor video. The plant in front of you is called Tropaeolum majus, commonly called Nasturtium, but not to be confused with that other Nasturtium, which would be Nasturtium officinale, or watercress, which is in the Brassica family, whereas this is in its own special family that is probably best known for the plant you're looking at right now on screen. Now, the Greek translation from the name Tropaeolum comes from tropaeon, trophy, or tropaeum, which basically means about the same thing, and then majus, meaning greater. Nasturtium, the word, translates roughly from ancient Greek to nose twister or nose tweaker, which sounds like it should have been on Breaking Bad. Jesse, we need to cook, nose tweaker. But anyway, this plant is native to Central and South America, so not bad. It's actually from this side of the world. It is growable in USA zones 2A through 11B and is generally considered an annual, though in warmer climates it may persist a little bit longer than in colder climates. Its seed doesn't survive the winter up north, and here it's a maybe. Excuse me. So, it has a soil pH preference of 6.0 to 8.0, which is basically about neutral-ish, if not slightly acidic, to straight-out alkaline. It prefers well-drained, sandy loam, but potting soil will do fine. And in case you're wondering, this is in one of those hanging baskets. I'm going to just move, see? And I tape the hole shut, and basically it's growing in potting soil, and it's doing pretty well. In fact, this is one of the few blossoms I've gotten on it, which is something else. Now, I was expecting them to be red, but hey, you take what you can get. Anyway, it prefers full sun to partial shade, and yes, that includes southern laser sun, but that means if in a pot like this, you will have to water it more frequently. Its height can be 1 foot to 10 feet. 10 feet. I have no idea where that happens, but I'd love to see pictures of it. This one, the individual vines are maybe about a foot or two in length. Menace was having a field day over here, and so that's one of the longest vines, which might be pushing 3 feet. Its width can be 1 to 3 feet. This plant is also known as Indian cress, monk's cress, brun cress, Mexican cress, and Peruvian cress, and also, no surprise, someone decided to commonly call it watercress, even though it's nothing like the actual watercress physically. They don't even look alike, not even close. But anyway, all parts of this plant, except the root, are edible. Unopened flower buds can be pickled and used as a substitute for capers. This plant is considered non-toxic to dogs and cats according to the ASPCA. Now, there are some places where they say there's a toxicity warning, but I've never seen any proof of it being toxic to cats. But of course, when introducing new greenage and foliage to your animal's diet, introduce small amounts first to get their system used to it. Now, the seeds themselves can be somewhat of a problem because they can be very slow to germinate, often taking a full 2 weeks. So if you start them indoors, be patient. Now, some sources say that soaking will help. I've honestly not found that to be any deciding factor. It's about the same whether or not you soak. But I'm sure you guys and gals out there probably have your own experiences with that, and, whatever works, works. Now, what do you use this for? While I'm at it, let me flip one of the leaves over so you can see the front of the leaves, because they're all pointed away. They're pointed towards the sun. Anyway, the leaves are that color, facing side. So it's like lily pads coming out of this planter, which is great. Now, the flowers are attractive to hummingbirds and pollinators, and in large masses, the flowers are very aromatic. The leaves themselves are edible, and are a common thing in fancy salad mixes. So there's that. You can just eat them straight off the plant. You can pick them, snip off the stem, or keep the stem, throw it on a sandwich, and you get a nice pungent bite. It's not horseradish. It's similar, but not quite the same. It's hard to describe, really. But anyway, that is the common Nasturtium in a nutshell for your perusal. Now, I do recommend this plant. It's a lot easier and cheaper to buy the seed and grow it from seed than to buy plants, but they are available in some nurseries, so there is that. There are many different colors, and actually what I started with was a intense red one called Out of Africa, which Just didn't happen. So I had to buy a standard Ford hook mix, and that's what you see before you. And look at it. It's fabulous. But it took till late summer to get this fabulous. And in case you're wondering why it's jiggling, that's Mischief on the table off-screen scratching himself. Because that's what the cats do. Come on, buddy. He's hopping into my lap right now. Off-screen. But anyway, so that is Nasturtium for you. Now, there are supposedly medicinal benefits to using Nasturtium. I didn't delve deep into them. If you're going to use something like that to treat a medical ailment, I recommend talking to a certified practitioner. In general, as a summertime green with pretty flowers and everything's edible, it's a win-win for me. I think that's a double whammy win. And the hummingbirds seem to be interested in it, so that's an extra win. The seeds are large on this plant, too, I should point out. They look like, when dried, they look like little brains. They're kind of grayish tan-colored, they're wrinkly, they look like little brains. But they're great for teaching kids how to garden. So, that is Nasturtium majus, Nasturtium in a nutshell. If you folks have any thoughts about Nasturtiums, had any luck, any tricks, tips, put them in the comments section. If you haven't already, please hit like or subscribe. It helps the channel grow. No pun intended. We're trying to get to a certain level. The blog is updating, though it's delayed by these reshoots that I'm doing. And as always, folks, keep them growing, and thanks for watching.